Listen, just for a moment, to the deep quiet of a forest at night. There is no engine, no voice, no wind through the leaves. And then, soundlessly, a wide, soft shadow passes overhead. No feather rustles, no air whispers. A great owl has just flown above you, and you would never have known. This is sleepy science for a tired mind. A sleep documentary built from the softest, slowest creature in the night sky. And these are facts to fall asleep fast to. Tonight, we explore the long, hushed life of the owl, from the silent shape of its wings, through the mirror-clear vision of its nighttime eyes, into the patient hunt across moonlit fields, and onward to the quiet myths and gentle homes that owls have shared with us across many thousands of years. These are soothing facts to fall asleep to, drawn from biology, from sleepy science, and from the long, quiet world of the night forest. Welcome to Drowsy Discovery. Over the next 2 hours, more than 100 gentle facts will drift over you like a soft owl wing, weightless and warm. There is nothing to memorize, nothing to remember. Just listen, and let your mind drift gently down through the soft layers of the night. Have you ever woken in the small hours and heard a far-off owl calling and felt strangely comforted? You are not alone. If these gentle bedtime stories help your nights feel a little softer, you are warmly invited to follow Drowsy Discovery and share these documentaries for sleep with anyone who needs slower nights, so we can all drift off to deep sleep together. Take one slow breath in through the nose and let it gently out through the mouth. Let your body settle a little deeper into the bed. Feel the soft weight of the blanket and let the long day quietly fall away into the dark behind you. Let us begin. Owls have lived on Earth for more than 60 million years, long before any city, before any road, before even the slow drifting shapes of the modern continents had finished settling into place. The very first owls were already turning their wide, soft faces towards the dark. Fossils found in quiet stone beds across France and North America gently tell us that owl-shaped birds were gliding silently through warm prehistoric forests. For over 60 million years, watching the world by moonlight, while the dinosaurs were still vanishing from the long story of the Earth. The owl is, in many ways, one of the oldest watchers of the night, a soft, enduring shape that has hushed across countless skies. And in this sleepy science documentary for sleep, that long, deep age becomes a kind of lullaby, a reminder that the soft hush of feathers above a dark forest is older than almost anything else you will ever rest beneath. 60 million years is a span almost too vast for the mind to gently hold. There are more than 250 different species of owl alive today. The world holds a quiet library of owls, more than 250 distinct species, softly scattered across forests, fields, deserts, mountains and snowfields. Each one a slightly different idea of how to be a soft, silent hunter of the night. There are tiny pocket-sized owls, no bigger than a closed fist, broad, pale, ghostly owls that sweep across barn rafters, deep, tawny shapes that haunt the oldest woods, and fierce, orange-eyed giants of the cold north. And yet all of them share that wide, watching face, those large, round eyes, and those impossibly silent wings. As you lie here, somewhere on Earth, dozens of these gentle species are waking into their own quiet evening. From the burrowing owl of the open plains to the great grey owl of the deep northern forests, every species is a soft answer to one quiet question: how to live by listening in the dark. Owls live on every continent on Earth except Antarctica. If you could quietly trace the long curving shape of every continent on a soft turning globe, you would find owls almost everywhere your finger came to rest. In the warm, tangled forests of South America, the high, cold mountains of Central Asia, the wide open grasslands of Africa, the dim, quiet woodlands of Europe, the long red deserts of Australia, and even the icy edge of the far north. Only the great frozen silence of Antarctica is too cold and too empty to hold them, with no small mammals to feed a soft-watching hunter through the long polar night. Wherever soft soil holds the small movements of mice or voles, an owl is most likely already gently listening from a nearby branch, a quiet, familiar shape woven into the night skies of almost every land on Earth. From the cool moss of a Scottish glen to the warm dust of an African plain, the soft outline of an owl on a low branch is a widely shared nighttime wonder. The smallest owl in the world is barely heavier than a single biscuit. The smallest owl in the world is the elf owl of the warm, dry deserts of the southwestern United States and Mexico, a tiny, round, soft bird that weighs only about 40 grams. Scarcely heavier than a single biscuit resting in your palm. It would fit gently into a teacup with two huge yellow eyes set into a small round face, and yet it is a perfect tiny owl in every way, with all the patient watching, the silent flight and the soft feathered hush of its much larger cousins. It calls quietly from the holes of tall desert cactus on warm summer evenings, hunting beetles and small moths beneath the wide starlit sky. Even the smallest owl on Earth carries the entire long story of its family folded softly into a body lighter than a small letter. To picture this tiny bird peering out of a dark cactus hole as the desert stars come out is to feel the soft scale of the night world settle a little more gently around you. The largest owls can have a wingspan as wide as a tall human is high. At the other soft end of the family, the great Eurasian eagle owl and the giant Blakiston's fish owl of the cold rivers of northeastern Asia stretch their broad, silent wings to almost 2 meters from tip to tip, a span as wide as a tall person standing in a doorway. Picture, if you wish, this enormous soft shape lifting from a dark pine branch in a far frozen forest, the long, slow wing beats moving the cold night air without a single sound. The wide orange eyes set in a face the size of a small dinner plate. And yet, even this giant of the owl world is a creature of soft hush, of patient watching, and of gentle flight. Even the very largest of the owls remains, above all else, a quiet shape moving softly through the dark. Such great wings can lift fish from a frozen river or carry a hare across a snowy clearing, and yet they pass overhead with no more sound than a turning page in a quiet bedside book. And from the long ancient story of owls, our journey now turns to the soft secret of their wings. An owl's wings are designed to make almost no sound at all. Most birds, when they fly, push the air around in soft, audible bursts, a quick whistle of feather against feather, a steady rush of air across a hard wing edge. The owl, almost alone among birds, has been shaped by countless slow generations to make almost no sound in the night sky. Every part of an owl's wing, from the soft serrations along the leading edge to the long, quiet down of the upper feathers, has been gently tuned to break the air into many small, silent currents. Engineers studying owls in soft, echoing wind tunnels have measured wing beats so quiet that even sensitive microphones struggle to find them. To stand beneath a passing owl is to feel almost no breath of sound, only a soft, moving shadow against the dim glow of the moon. To the small mouse on the forest floor, no warning sound ever arrives, and to the tired listener far below, the silent flight of an owl is a soft miracle perfected across millions of years. The leading edge of an owl's wing has a soft comb of tiny feathers. If you were ever lucky enough to gently hold the molted feather of an owl close to a soft lamp, you would see along its leading edge a row of tiny, stiff bristles, almost like the soft teeth of a delicate comb. As the owl flies, these little feathered teeth quietly break up the smooth river of air that would otherwise rush noisily across the wing, scattering it into many smaller, silent eddies before it can become a sound. Other birds have a single hard edge that whistles against the night air, but the owl wears a soft comb at the front of every wing, and this single quiet detail is one of the main reasons the owl is the silent ghost of the night sky. Each soft little tooth of that gentle, small comb is no bigger than a single small grain of rice. and yet together, they hush the whole night sky into something soft enough to drift gently towards sleep within. The trailing edge of an owl's wing has a soft fringe like quiet velvet. Where the leading edge of the owl's wing wears its soft comb, the back edge wears a long, delicate fringe of tiny, soft feathers, almost like the gentle hem of a velvet curtain falling quietly across a dark window. As the broken-up air finally leaves the wing, it slips away through this soft, trailing fringe, rather than snapping cleanly off a hard edge. And so even the last small whisper of sound is quietly absorbed into the night. This is one of the secrets behind the famous silent flight of the owl, a kind of natural sound dampening woven directly into the body of the bird. To imagine an owl gliding above a moonlit field is to imagine air slipping through silk, a quiet movement passing through the dark without disturbing the soft hush of the listening world below. Without it, the soft owl in flight would lose much of its silent magic, and the night would feel a little less secret. The whole upper surface of an owl's wing is covered in soft, downy fluff. Beyond the comb at the front and the fringe at the back, the entire upper surface of an owl's wing is covered in a layer of soft, almost velvety down, much softer to the touch than the smoother, glossy feathers of most other birds. This downy upper layer quietly muffles any tiny sounds the wing might still make as it folds and unfolds with each slow, patient stroke through the air. It is a little like the soft fabric panels that line a recording studio, gently catching every faint whisper before it can echo. Every quiet feather of an owl is a small piece of softness pressed into a single, long mission, the mission of moving silently through the dark. And you can almost feel it as you breathe slowly in the warm hush of your room tonight. Even the underside of the wing is softer than most birds' bodies, a soft, layered cushion of sound that quietly carries the night. Engineers studying owl wings have helped design quieter aeroplanes and wind turbines. In quiet research laboratories around the world, soft-spoken engineers have spent many patient years studying owl wings under high-speed cameras and gentle wind tunnels, hoping to borrow the secret of their silent flight for our own noisy machines. Inspired by the soft comb at the leading edge and the gentle fringe at the back, designers have shaped quieter blades for wind turbines and softer trailing edges for aeroplane wings, helping reduce the constant, low rumble of modern travel. In a sense, the next time you hear a slightly quieter aircraft pass softly overhead in the night sky, a small part of that quiet may have come from the patient feathers of an owl. The natural world has been a soft teacher of stillness for engineers, and these are gentle facts to fall asleep to. From hospital ventilation fans to high-speed trains, many machines now carry a small whisper of owl feather science, and from the silent feather, our journey now turns to the slow, patient work of the owl's eyes. An owl's eyes are so large they take up most of its skull. If you could very gently lift the soft feathered head of an owl and look beneath the skin, you would find that its two huge round eyes fill almost the entire space of its small bony skull, leaving only narrow channels for the brain, the beak, and the soft listening ears. In some species, the eyes are so large that the back of each one almost meets the back of the other inside the head. They are not round like our own eyes, but long and tubular, like two soft telescopes pointed quietly out into the dark. This wide-set design lets in as much faint moonlight as possible, gathering the soft glow of the night the way a quiet pair of cupped hands might gather rainwater. To meet an owl's eyes is to meet two soft lanterns of the night. They are, in their patient way, two of the most beautiful light-gathering windows in the entire animal kingdom. And tonight, somewhere in a far dark forest, a pair of them is calmly opening to the moon. An owl cannot move its eyes inside its skull at all, because each tubular eye is fitted so snugly into its bony socket. An owl cannot quietly roll its eyes from side to side the way you can as you lie here in the dark. The two great soft globes are held perfectly still, locked gently into a forward stare at the world, almost as if the owl were always quietly looking through a slow, steady pair of binoculars. To follow a moving creature across the night, the owl cannot simply glance to the side. but must instead turn its whole soft round head, often with the slow, patient grace of a small lighthouse rotating across a dark sea. It is one of the most quietly distinctive things about an owl, this calm, steady forward gaze, and it is part of what gives them their long, ancient look of patient watching. There is a soft lesson hidden in this, perhaps, that one can see a great deal simply by holding still and turning slowly towards the world. To make up for still eyes, an owl can turn its head almost 3/4 of the way round. To make up for those still, steady eyes, an owl has been gently designed with one of the most flexible necks in the entire bird world, able to softly rotate its head almost 270 degrees from one shoulder to the other. The owl manages this slow, quiet trick thanks to 14 flexible neck bones, twice as many as we carry inside our own neck, and a clever, soft network of arteries that keeps blood flowing to the brain, even when the head is turned far around. Watching an owl quietly swivel its head to follow a small movement is one of the small, soft wonders of the night woods. It is patient, almost ceremonial, like a slow, gentle clockwork turning steadily through the long dark. And it leaves the rest of the body so still that you might mistake the owl for a soft, round shape carved into the wood of the branch itself. An owl can see in light 100 times dimmer than a human can. The retina at the back of an owl's eye is densely packed with a special kind of light-gathering cell called a rod, the same kind of cell that gives us our own dim night vision, but in much greater numbers. This means that on a soft moonlit night, when our eyes can see only vague, shadowy shapes, the owl can quietly make out the precise outline of a small mouse moving softly through the long grass below. To imagine the world through the gentle eyes of an owl is to imagine a long, quiet field bathed in soft silver glow, every blade of grass clearly drawn, every tiny shadow patiently sketched. In a sleep documentary, this thought becomes a kind of quiet comfort, the soft idea that even on the darkest night, something tender is still gently watching the world. While you rest in the warm dark of your room, far out in some quiet wood, an owl's wide eyes are softly drinking in the last faint silver of the moon. Owls see the world in mostly soft shades of grey rather than bright colour. The same retinas that let owls see so well in the dark also leave them with relatively few of the colour-sensing cells called cones that we humans rely on to enjoy bright daytime hues. As a soft trade for their wonderful night vision, most owls quietly experience the world in gentle shades of grey, silver, and soft brown, rather than in vivid greens and blues. To picture an owl's world is to picture a slow-moving black and white film, lit only by moonlight, full of soft drifting shapes and quiet glowing edges. There is a kind of calm beauty in this, a gentle world without the busy clamour of bright colour. And these are soothing facts to fall asleep to as you settle a little deeper into the warm dark of your own quiet room. The owl quietly seems to remind us that the night, in its soft, patient way, is already wearing all the colours that it ever needs. And as you rest with these soft thoughts, there is no need to hold on to any of them. Let them pass quietly through you, like a slow forest breeze. Take one easy breath, and let your body settle a little deeper into the warmth of the bed in this sleepy science journey. Owls have a third eyelid that gently sweeps across the eye to keep it clean. In addition to the two ordinary eyelids that quietly close from above and below, an owl has a soft, semi-transparent third eyelid called a nictitating membrane that slides slowly sideways across the eye, almost like the gentle wipe of a tiny silken handkerchief. This soft inner eyelid keeps the wide round eye clean of dust, small feathers, and the soft mist of the night air. And it can also flick quickly across the eye to protect it during a hunt, or while feeding noisy, hungry chicks. Some owls also use this delicate eyelid as a soft signal to one another, a slow blink of trust between mates roosting close together in the quiet hush of an old tree hollow at dusk. It is a small, soft window of care, woven into the body of the owl. Many other birds carry such an inner eyelid, but in the owl it feels gentle, since the eyes are so wide, so still, and so important to the owl's long, quiet life of patient watching. An owl's hearing is so sharp, it can find a mouse beneath thick snow. The hearing of many owls is so quietly precise that some species, like the great grey owl of the cold northern forests, can detect the faint scuffling of a small vole moving softly beneath 30 centimeters of fresh snow. Without ever seeing its prey, the owl will gently rise from its perch, glide silently across the white winter clearing, and plunge softly through the snow, with extended talons, catching the small warm creature exactly where its tiny sound betrayed it. To imagine this is to imagine a quiet world where listening alone is enough to find your way, where the whole soft, snowy field becomes one great hushed map of small living sounds, drawn carefully into the long, sleepy science of the winter night. Even with its wide eyes softly closed, an owl such as this could quietly find its way through the dark by sound alone, a thought as soft and steady as a slow lullaby. An owl's two ears are placed at slightly different heights on its head. Hidden softly beneath the feathers, on each side of an owl's head, are two small ear openings. And in many owls, these openings are placed at slightly different heights, with one ear sitting a little higher than the other on the soft round skull. This gentle asymmetry means that a sound coming from below reaches the lower ear a tiny fraction of a moment before the higher one, and a sound from above arrives the other way around. The owl's quiet brain then uses this whisper of difference to map a sound exactly in 3 dimensions, almost like a soft, natural sonar. It is a beautiful piece of patient design, a small, soft asymmetry that lets the owl listen to the night in a fully gentle, 3-dimensional way. To picture this is to feel that even the soft, round shape of the owl's head has been quietly tuned over many slow generations to listen better to the long hush of the dark. The flat, round face of an owl works softly like a satellite dish for sound. The famous flat, round face of an owl is more than just a quiet expression of patient watching. It is in fact a soft, natural satellite dish, gently tuned to gather small sounds from the dark and funnel them carefully towards the hidden ear openings on either side. The stiff inner feathers of this facial disc form a soft, curving bowl that quietly collects faint rustles and tiny squeaks from across a wide sweep of dark forest, almost like a gentle radio antenna woven from feathers. An owl can even subtly adjust the soft shape of this disc by quietly rearranging its facial feathers, fine-tuning its hearing the way you might gently cup a hand behind your own ear in this sleep documentary's quiet, imaginary forest. The whole face becomes, in essence, a soft, listening instrument, patiently turned towards the world, gathering the smallest sounds of the night. Some owls can find prey using only their hearing in complete darkness. In careful, gentle laboratory studies, soft barn owls have been quietly shown to catch small moving prey in rooms with no light at all, navigating perfectly to the source of a small sound, using only the patient, delicate map drawn in their ears. The barn owl's wide, pale, heart-shaped face, its asymmetrical ear openings, and its silent, feathered flight together make it perhaps the most accomplished sound hunter in the entire bird world. To picture a soft white barn owl floating across an utterly dark old barn, guided only by the tiny patter of a small mouse on the wooden floor, is to picture a quiet, living miracle, one of the gentle wonders that softly fill the long, sleepy science journey of the night. The dark, for such an owl, is no obstacle at all, only a soft listening room, full of small sounds drawn carefully into the patient bowl of its hearing as the slow night quietly continues. And from the wide listening face of the owl, our journey now turns to the soft cloak of its feathers. An owl's feathers are colored to blend gently into bark and leaves. The feathers of most owls are softly painted in quiet shades of brown, gray, cream, and rust, gentle colors that fade quietly into the rough texture of tree bark, the soft scatter of dry leaves on the ground, and the dappled shadows of a wood at dusk. To find a roosting owl in the daytime is famously difficult, even when you know exactly which tree it has chosen, because the soft pattern of its feathers seems to dissolve quietly into the soft pattern of the bark behind it. Naturalists call this gentle resemblance cryptic coloration, a slow inheritance shaped over many long generations of patient woodland life. There is a slow, patient art in this kind of hiding, the art of becoming part of the place in which one rests, and as you settle deeper into the warm dark of your own room, you may feel a little of that same soft camouflage gathering gently around you in this sleep documentary. Snowy owls of the Arctic are dressed in soft white to vanish against the snow. Far up in the cold, quiet world of the Arctic tundra, the snowy owl wears a long, soft coat of pure white feathers, gently dusted in some birds, with small, dark flecks like the thin shadow of falling snowflakes. Older males of this large, patient species often grow paler with each year, until their soft plumage shines almost as bright as the snow itself. Against the wide white silence of the polar landscape, this gentle owl can sit almost completely invisible on a low ridge, becoming little more than a quiet round drift of fresh snow with two slow yellow eyes. Even in the long winter night, when the sun barely lifts above the soft horizon, the snowy owl glides slowly across the frozen plains, a soft white shape woven into a soft white world. To picture this is to feel the calm hush of a vast cold land settling gently over you in the warm dark of your bed, a quiet northern stillness drifting in for the night. Tropical owls often wear warm browns to disappear into the forest shade. In the warm, dim forests of Central and South America, of West Africa and Southeast Asia, many owls quietly wear deep, mottled browns, soft chestnut, gentle ochre, and the warm, dappled patterns of fallen leaves. Pressed close against the rough bark of a quiet, tropical tree, these owls become almost impossible to find, drifting softly out of sight as the slow forest sun shifts gently overhead through the long, damp afternoon. Some, like the small mottled owl or the spectacled owl, even carry pale rings around their eyes, like little pools of moonlight set into the warm dark of the leaves. The deep, humid hush of a tropical wood, full of slow-turning leaves and the patient drip of warm rain, is itself a kind of soft camouflage. In this quiet, sleepy science documentary, picturing such a forest is itself a kind of slow medicine for the busy mind, a gentle place to set the long, noisy day softly down before sleep arrives. An owl can fluff its feathers to look much larger than it really is. When a small owl feels uneasy, perhaps because a sleepy fox has wandered too close to its roost, it can quietly fluff out every soft layer of its feathers at once, suddenly appearing almost twice its true size. To another animal, the slim, quiet shape on the branch becomes a wide, round, soft cloud of feathers with two glowing eyes, and many small predators will think twice before approaching such an unexpected creature. The owl may also tilt its head low, raise its short ear tufts and softly hiss, weaving sound and shape together into one calm warning. There is a soft trick in this, the gentle art of looking large by simply unfolding the soft, warm air already trapped within the feathers. Many a curious mind has paused at the foot of an old tree, unsure whether the round, soft shape above is in fact one calm, small owl or some far stranger creature of the night. And the owl in turn waits patiently for the moment to pass. Owls also flatten their feathers to look thinner and slip out of sight. The very same owl that can puff itself up into a wide round cloud can also do the gentle opposite, pressing its soft feathers flat against its body to become a tall, thin shape, no wider than a small piece of broken branch. Long-eared owls in particular are famous for this slow, patient trick, gently stretching themselves upright against the trunk of a tree until they almost vanish into a soft, vertical line of bark. They will close their wide eyes to soft yellow slits and lift their long ear tufts straight up, so that even a sharp pair of human eyes may pass over them without noticing the calm bird above. To watch this slow shape-shifting is to watch a small living lesson in stillness, in being just thin and quiet enough to be overlooked. There is a soft wisdom in this for the tired mind. In this sleep documentary, the gentle reminder that sometimes the calmest course is to grow slow, narrow, and very still. And from the soft cloak of feathers, our journey now turns to the long, patient hunt of the night. Most owls hunt only after the sun has gone down. Most species of owl have quietly chosen the night as their working time, leaving the bright, noisy hours of the day to other birds, and instead beginning their slow, patient hunt as the soft glow of the western sky begins to fade. As dusk gathers gently into deep blue, then into soft black, the owls of the world stir from their dim daytime roosts, smooth down their feathers, and lift away on slow, silent wings. The quiet world that you may experience only on the way home from a late evening becomes for them an entire calm working day, lit only by moonlight and the soft glow of distant stars. Their large eyes drink in this dim light easily, and the gentle hush of the late hours seems to carry their soft calls a little further across the sleeping land. To imagine this is to feel a soft kinship with the late hours, a gentle reminder that the dark is itself a kind of long, peaceful office, and that you are quietly invited to rest within it. Some owls, like the burrowing owl, are awake and active during the day. A few patient owls have softly broken from the family habit of working only at night, and instead spend much of their day quietly active in the open. The little burrowing owl of the Americas often stands at the entrance of its small underground home in full daylight, watching the wide grassland with calm yellow eyes and bobbing its head softly in a slow, patient greeting. It will share its long earth tunnel with the calm prairie dogs that first dug it, listening together to the gentle wind across the open plain. Snowy owls and short-eared owls also frequently hunt in daylight, especially in the long, bright summers of the high north. To watch a daytime owl is to feel a soft surprise, the gentle reminder that creatures of the dark can also walk out into the warm sunlight. Just as a tired mind can sometimes find a moment of soft rest in the middle of a busy day, even now. Many owls hunt by waiting silently on a high branch and watching the ground below. The classic image of an owl in the night woods is the soft round shape, sitting motionless on a high branch, eyes wide and patient, head turning very slowly from side to side as it scans the ground far below for the smallest hint of movement. This style of hunting, gently called perch and pounce, is used by tawny owls, great horned owls, eagle owls, and many other species, and it is the soft art of waiting. The owl may sit perfectly still for many quiet minutes at a time, becoming little more than a small dark shape against the moon, before finally lifting away on silent wings. Sometimes nothing at all moves below, and the patient bird simply glides softly to a fresh branch and begins its slow watching once again, as quietly as the slow turning of the night itself. There is a deep, gentle calm in this kind of patience, a soft model of how to rest fully in one place while remaining wonderfully awake. Other owls quietly glide low above open fields, listening for the smallest movement. Other owls hunt in a softer, flying way, gliding slowly back and forth across open meadows, marshes, and fields at the gentle height of a tall person, their wide, pale faces tilted softly downward, their patient ears listening for the tiniest rustle in the grass below. The barn owl, the short-eared owl, and the harrier-like marsh owls are all quiet masters of this low, silent style, drifting like soft, pale ghosts through the long blue twilight of the open countryside. Their wide, soft wings carry them with such patience that the long grass barely bends beneath the slow shadow above. To stand in such a field at dusk and watch a soft owl pass by, no higher than your shoulders, is to feel time slow gently around you in a small, soft moment that the busy daytime world rarely allows. It is one of the gentle wonders of country evenings, and one that quiet walkers carry softly with them for the rest of their lives. An owl's powerful talons can carry prey heavier than the owl itself. At the soft end of each strong owl leg sits a set of 4 powerful curved talons, gentle in appearance, but capable of gripping with surprising quiet strength. A great horned owl can lift a large hare or even a small fox, and a great grey owl can carry a vole through deep snow with no apparent effort. The grip of these soft feathered legs locks closed with a quiet, patient pressure, holding prey securely while the silent wings carry the owl gently back to a safe perch in the soft dark. One of the four toes can swivel softly forwards or backwards, allowing the bird to balance on a thin branch or close around a small body with equal calm. There is something soft and respectful in remembering that even the most peaceful-looking creatures of the night carry their own quiet strength. The owl is, above all, a patient, gentle hunter, and these are gentle facts to fall asleep to. And from the patient hunter of the field, our journey now turns to the soft science of the owl's diet. Most owls eat small mammals like mice, voles, and shrews. The greater part of the owl world feeds quietly on small mammals, especially the soft round mice, the patient meadow voles, and the tiny scurrying shrews that fill the grasses of fields, hedgerows, and woodland edges. A single tawny owl in the British countryside may take many hundreds of these little creatures across one long, calm year, gently keeping the small, wild population in slow, steady balance with the land itself. From the deep boreal forests of Canada to the dry grasslands of Central Africa and the soft fields of Southern Europe, this quiet little partnership between owl and small mammal has hummed gently along for many millions of years. There is a soft kind of dignity in such a slow, patient role in being one of the careful gardeners of the night, and as you settle deeper into the warm dark of your bed, this gentle fact may rest softly with you in this sleepy science journey. Larger owls can take rabbits, squirrels, and even other small birds. The largest owls of the world quietly broaden their gentle menu to include rabbits, hares, ground squirrels, young foxes, and even other birds, sometimes including smaller members of their own family. The great horned owl of the Americas, the Eurasian eagle owl of the wide forests, and the patient great grey owl of the boreal north are all famous for this calm willingness to take larger prey when the chance softly arises. Even pigeons, sleeping ducks, and roosting crows may be gently lifted from their night perches by these patient hunters as the long, quiet night unfolds across the land. There is, in this, a soft reminder of the slow shape of the wild world, in which every creature is held in patient balance with every other. To picture this great gentle hunter at rest by day, eyes closed in a quiet tree, is to feel a soft respect for the calm patience that fills its very long night. The fish owls of Asia gently catch fish from quiet rivers and lakes. In the slow, warm rivers of southern and eastern Asia lives a small group of large, patient owls called the fish owls, who have softly chosen the gentle catching of fish over the more usual hunting of small mammals. The Blakiston's fish owl of Russia and Japan is one of the largest owls in the world, with wide, soft wings and long, bare legs that allow it to wade gently into shallow river pools as the cool evening mist rises from the water. It will sit for many slow minutes on a low rock at the edge of the stream, watching the soft, slow movement of fish in the dim moonlight, before reaching down with its long, patient talons in a single, soft motion. There is something deeply calm in the picture of this quiet bird at the gentle edge of a still river at night, listening to the soft, endless music of the slowly moving water as the long, patient hours unfold all around. Some tropical owls quietly dine on insects, frogs, and lizards. In the warm forests near the equator, many of the smaller owls quietly choose a gentle diet of insects, soft frogs, slow lizards, and the occasional sleepy little bird. The common Scops owl of Europe and the tiny pygmy owls of the Americas often spend their long, warm nights softly catching moths, beetles, and crickets out of the warm, dark air, snapping them up in mid-flight with quiet, patient skill. In tropical wetlands, some owls will softly pluck small frogs from the wet leaves at the edge of a slow forest pool, listening for the soft, quiet song of the night chorus. This wide, gentle variety in the diet of owls is one quiet reason that the family has spread so softly across almost every warm and cool corner of the world, finding its quiet meal almost everywhere. A gentle owl chooses to rest its calm round head between branches at the soft close of the long evening sky. Owls swallow most of their prey whole, in a single soft motion. Unlike many other birds, an owl does not slowly tear its food into small, careful pieces, but instead quietly swallows most of its prey whole, in a single soft, patient motion. A small mouse, a young rat, or a small lizard simply slides gently down the wide, soft throat in one quiet swallow, fur and bones, and all together. This calm habit is one quiet reason that the owl can hunt and feed so quickly on a windy night, without standing for long minutes in the open. After the soft meal, the patient bird will return quietly to its high perch, fluff its warm feathers gently around itself, and begin the slow inner work of digestion that may take many hours of soft stillness to complete. There is a kind of gentle wisdom in this, in the calm acceptance of the meal exactly as it arrives, in one quiet bite, with neither hurry nor much fuss at all, while the soft moon climbs slowly higher above the wide, patient woods. And, from the gentle meal of the owl, our journey now turns to a small, soft mystery left behind in the leaves. Owls cough up neat little pellets of bone and fur each day. Several hours after a quiet meal, the patient owl will softly cough up a small, neat oval of compressed fur, feathers, bones, and the tiny hard shells of insects, called a pellet. This calm daily ritual happens once or twice each day for most owls, often as the bird sits quietly on its high roost, just before lifting away for the evening hunt. The pellet falls softly to the ground beneath the favorite perch, gathering quietly with others among the dry leaves, until a small, patient pile slowly builds up at the base of the tree over many calm weeks of gentle nights. Naturalists often find an owl's roosting tree by gently noticing this soft scattering of small grey shapes on the forest floor below. There is something deeply quiet in this slow, careful tidying of the body, this gentle clearing away of all that the owl cannot use, before the patient hunt begins again at dusk. Scientists can read the entire diet of an owl from a single pellet. To a patient naturalist, a single small owl pellet is a kind of soft library, a quiet record of every small creature the bird has eaten over the past day or two. By gently teasing the pellet apart with a soft pair of tweezers and slowly identifying each tiny skull, jaw, and leg bone within, scientists can read the calm details of an owl's diet without ever needing to disturb the bird itself. Whole long studies of vole populations, of changing field habitats, and of the slow, shifting health of woodlands have been built quietly upon the soft evidence found in pellets gathered beneath roosting trees. There is a deep, gentle elegance in this kind of science, in the slow, careful reading of small, soft things left lightly behind. It is a soft way of learning that asks for nothing but patient eyes and a quiet pair of hands at a calm wooden table on a long, slow afternoon. Children's classrooms around the world gently study these owl pellets. For very many years, school children in classrooms across Britain, North America, and beyond have spent calm, quiet afternoons softly pulling apart small dried owl pellets to find the tiny bones of voles, mice, and shrews hidden inside. Each small skull is patiently rinsed, gently sorted, and softly glued onto a card, building a slow, quiet picture of one wild night in the life of one calm, patient owl. Many adults still remember the soft surprise of finding a tiny, perfect mouse jaw in the palm of their own small hand for the first time. In this small, careful classroom ritual, an entire generation has quietly learned that the wild world is built out of many small, soft lives, all gently woven together. It is a small, gentle door into the deep, slow patience of nature, opened by nothing more than one soft owl pellet on a quiet wooden tray on a calm, rainy afternoon. An owl's stomach quietly separates the soft food from the hard parts. The whole quiet making of an owl pellet is the patient work of the bird's gentle two-part stomach, which softly separates the warm, soft food from the hard parts that the owl cannot easily digest. The first chamber, called the proventriculus, slowly bathes the swallowed prey in mild digestive juices, while the second chamber, the muscular gizzard, gently presses the soft tissues away from the bones and fur. Over many quiet hours of soft stillness on a high perch, the hard pieces are slowly squeezed together into a small, neat oval, ready to be gently coughed up later in the calm of the next evening. There is a deep, slow elegance in this calm inner sorting, in the body's quiet, careful separation of what nourishes from what does not. A small, soft model of the slow wisdom that quietly fills the long, patient body of the owl from feathered crown to soft, warm toe. Each owl pellet is a tiny, soft archive of one quiet night of hunting. Each small owl pellet, lying quietly among the dry leaves at the base of a roosting tree, is a tiny, soft archive of one calm night of patient hunting. Inside, its small grey shape rests the gentle story of who passed through the field that night, of which small voles softly wandered into the long grass, of how the long, quiet hours of darkness slowly unfolded above the sleeping countryside. To find such a pellet on a slow morning walk is to hold one small page from a deep, slow book that the owl has been quietly writing for many millions of years. In this gentle facts to fall asleep to documentary, you may rest in the soft thought that even the smallest things, the things most quietly overlooked, can carry whole long nights of soft, patient story within them. The owl, after all, is a patient, calm storyteller of the dark, telling slow tales in tiny, soft shapes on the floor. Pause here for a slow, soft breath in and a slow, soft breath out. Let the warm blanket settle a little heavier on your shoulders. There is nothing to do but listen, as these gentle facts to fall asleep to drift slowly through the soft dark of the room. Owls have one of the most varied voices in the entire bird world. Across the wide, quiet world of birds, the owl family carries one of the very richest collections of soft, strange voices. From the deep, slow hoot of the great horned owl to the soft, trembling whistle of the little screech owl, from the gentle whinny of the eastern screech owl to the eerie, soft scream of the barn owl, each species speaks the night in its own quiet language. Some owls bark like small dogs, some whoop like tiny pale ghosts, and a few even gently snap their soft beaks together as a calm warning. Together, these many soft sounds form one of the world's most varied wild evening choirs, slowly drifting through the deep dark woods, the open marshes, and the silent moonlit fields. To listen carefully on a warm summer night is to hear an entire calm, patient family of voices speaking softly across the slow, rolling hours of darkness in this sleep documentary. The classic deep hoot is just one of many calls owls use through the night. The famous deep hoot that most people picture when they think of an owl is in fact only one quiet sound from a much wider, soft repertoire. The tawny owl of British woodlands, the great horned owl of the Americas, and the long-eared owl of European forests all use a slow, rounded hoot to mark their patient territories, often in soft pairs of 2 or 3 notes that rise gently up out of the dark trees. But beyond this calm, familiar call, owls also use long, quiet trills, soft purring murmurs, gentle chirps, low whistles, and a great many small, soft chuckles when speaking quietly to mates and chicks at very close range. Each of these soft sounds carries its own gentle meaning in the slow, private language of one calm owl family, woven softly into the long, deep night, sounding like the slow, gentle conversation of an old, patient household at the end of a long, warm day. Barn owls do not hoot at all, but make a soft, eerie screech. The pale, heart-faced barn owl, found softly across nearly every warm continent of the world, does not, in fact, hoot at all, but instead makes a long, soft, eerie screech that drifts thinly across the open countryside of a quiet summer night. The sound has a slow, rasping quality, almost like a very old wooden door swinging gently in a soft, cool wind, and it can travel a surprising distance across the silent fields of a sleeping farmland village. For many quiet centuries, this soft, strange call has been gently woven into the country folklore of Britain, France, and other lands, sometimes mistaken for the cry of a small, soft ghost wandering between hedgerows. In truth, it is simply the patient pale barn owl, going calmly about its long, quiet evening, calling gently to a distant mate who waits softly in the warm, dim corner of an old wooden barn loft beneath a slow, rising moon. Little owls make a quiet, yelping sound rather than a deep call. The small, patient little owl, often seen by day on a quiet stone wall or low fence post in the soft European countryside, calls in a very different way from its larger cousins of the deep woods. Its voice is a sharp, soft yelp, a calm, rising sound, something like the gentle bark of a very small dog, or the quiet single note of a country shepherd, whistling softly to a distant flock. Pairs of little owls will often answer one another back and forth across the warm summer fields at dusk, their bright, clear calls hanging gently in the slow blue evening air long after the soft sun has set. To hear this little quiet voice rising softly up from a distant olive grove or stone-walled meadow is to feel deeply that the long, warm day is finally setting itself down to rest, and that the slow, soft business of the night is now gently beginning all around the patient sleeping land. Owls also click, hiss, whistle, and gently chitter to one another. Beyond their calm hoots and soft yelps, owls also speak in many other small, quiet ways throughout the long, dark hours. They will gently click their soft beaks together as a calm warning when an unwanted visitor draws too near to the quiet nest. They will softly hiss like a sleeping cat when they wish to seem larger and more serious in the dim light of a tree hollow. And they will quietly chitter, whistle, and murmur softly to their mates and chicks in the very private, warm space of the family roost. To human ears, this slow, patient flow of small sounds may sound almost like a soft, ongoing conversation in some old, gentle forest language. There is a deep, peaceful intimacy in such soft speech, in the slow, quiet talk of one calm owl family, carrying patiently on through the deep, slow rolling hours of an old, still wooded night, beneath the soft silver glow of the patient moon high overhead. And from the soft language of the night, our journey now turns to the quiet way owls speak to their families. Pairs of owls often softly duet together through the night. Mated pairs of many owl species enjoy a soft, quiet musical habit, in which the male and female gently call back and forth to one another in slow, patient pairs through the long, calm dark of the night. The tawny owl is famously known for this soft duet, in which one bird calls a long, deep hoot from a high tree, and the other answers softly with a slightly higher quivering note from somewhere across the calm woodland. Together, their two voices weave a slow, soft rhythm of call and response that may continue gently for many slow, patient hours of the warm night. To hear such a quiet duet drifting gently up out of a sleeping forest is to feel a soft, tender truth that even in the deepest darkness of the wild world, calm, patient creatures are still softly keeping in touch with the ones they love, and quietly tending the slow patience of their long shared lives together in the dark. A male and female owl may answer each other from far across the trees. A male and female owl may quietly hold a soft, slow conversation across surprising distances of forest and field, with each calm voice carrying gently for a kilometer or more through the still dark air of a quiet country night. The deep hoot of a great horned owl can be heard by patient human ears from over a mile away, and the soft hooting of a Eurasian eagle owl can travel even further across the wide, patient slopes of an old, quiet mountain valley. From far apart, each calm bird will quietly listen for the gentle answering call of its mate before softly replying once again into the warm, dark woods. In this slow, patient way, two quiet owls may keep gentle company with one another all night long, without ever needing to leave their separate, calm hunting branches in the deep, slow forests of an old, shared woodland territory, together for many years on end. Owl chicks have a soft, hungry call, all of their very own. Inside the warm dark of an old hollow tree or a soft barn loft, the small, fluffy chicks of an owl family have their own quiet voice, a gentle, hungry call that is quite different from the deep hoot of the patient parents. The young birds make a soft, repeated, rasping sound, almost like the calm, slow snoring of a very small sleeping animal, sometimes called a snore call or a hunger call by gentle ornithologists. As the calm parent owl returns softly through the cool night air carrying a small mouse or a soft little vole, the warm chorus of these quiet little voices rises gently up out of the dark nest, guiding the patient parent home with a soft trail of sound. There is a deeply tender quality in this calm sound, a small, soft memory of every warm, safe nest in which a patient little life has ever waited gently for the soft return of those who love it, somewhere quietly in the deep woods of the world. Owls use calls to mark out the soft borders of their territory. The slow, patient calls of a hooting owl serve a calm, practical purpose, as well as a beautiful musical one, gently marking out the soft borders of the bird's quiet hunting territory in the long dark. By slowly calling from several favored trees around the edges of its woodland home, the patient owl quietly tells any other owl in the area exactly where its peaceful kingdom begins and ends, kindly avoiding the need for any harder kind of meeting in the dim light of the night. Each calm species has its own slow style of border calling, its own soft accent and patient timing, woven gently into the deep, slow geography of the forest itself. There is a deep, quiet wisdom in this soft way of keeping the peace. In marking what is one's own, with nothing more troublesome than a slow, gentle song, into the calm, dark, warm air of a long sleeping country night beneath the patient old stars. Many owls call most often during the slow, quiet hours of the night. If you have ever paused softly by a quiet window late at night and heard the slow, gentle hooting of an owl drifting in from somewhere far away, you have shared in one of the deepest, soft rhythms of the wild world. Owls call most often in the slow, quiet hours just after dusk, and again gently in the cool blue moments before dawn, those soft turning points of the long night when the patient world is most still and most ready to listen. In these quiet hours, the soft voices of the owl family travel furthest through the calm, cool air, reaching gently into the warm dark of bedrooms and quiet country cottages all around the sleeping land, drifting in through half-open windows like a soft old lullaby. To hear such a soft call from your own warm bed in this sleepy science journey is to feel quietly held within the slow, gentle breathing of the long old patient earth, as the calm hours roll softly on towards dawn. And from the soft conversation of the night, our journey now turns to the slow, patient courtship of the owl. Most owls quietly choose a single mate for life. Most owls form quiet, patient pair bonds that may last for many slow, gentle years, and in many species the same calm male and female will quietly stay together for the whole of their long, peaceful lives. Tawny owls, barn owls, eagle owls, and many of the smaller forest species are all famously faithful in this calm, soft way, returning year after year to the very same wooded territory and the very same patient mate. Together, the two birds will share the long, slow work of raising chicks, of guarding the quiet nest, and of softly hooting one another back and forth across the deep, dark trees of an old shared forest home. There is a deep, gentle warmth in this slow, patient devotion, in the calm, steady way that two soft creatures may quietly belong to one another for a whole long lifetime. In the soft, turning hush of the patient woods, season after slow, gentle season, under the calm, old, patient stars overhead. Male owls bring small, soft gifts of food to win over their mate. In the slow, soft weeks before nesting begins, the male of many owl species quietly takes up the gentle role of patient gift bringer, softly carrying small, careful catches of food to the female as a calm token of his steady devotion. A small mouse, A soft little vole or a sleeping shrew is quietly delivered to the patient female on her favorite quiet branch, often passed gently from beak to beak in the warm, dim light of an old, quiet evening. By offering her these calm, small gifts, the male softly shows that he is a patient, careful hunter, well able to feed both her and the small, soft chicks who will soon arrive in the warm dark of the family nest. There is something deeply tender in this slow, gentle ritual, in the calm, patient way that one quiet creature softly tells another that he is here, and that all will soon be very well between them through the long, slow days ahead. Owls perform soft, swooping flights and gentle bows to one another. The slow, patient courtship of owls is also a soft, musical flying dance in which the male will quietly swoop and glide above the female on his wide, soft wings, sometimes performing a slow rocking flight from branch to branch through the calm, warm air of an old wooded twilight. The female may answer with a soft, slow bow of her round head, lowering her gentle face towards the patient male and softly lifting it again in a slow, steady rhythm. Some species also slowly raise and lower their long ear tufts in calm, patient unison, gently mirroring one another in the soft, quiet light of the dim evening woods. To picture this slow, gentle dance is to feel that even the wild night is softly woven through with the patient, quiet rituals of love. The same calm, careful gestures of welcome that fill the warm, shared lives of countless gentle creatures across this long, slow earth. A bonded owl pair will softly preen each other's head feathers. Once a calm, patient pair of owls has fully bonded, they will spend many slow, quiet evenings softly preening one another's head feathers in the warm, dim light of the family roost. Each calm bird will gently nibble through the soft, small feathers of its mate's face, neck, and crown, slowly cleaning away tiny pieces of dust, the soft fragments of old food, and any quiet little parasites that may have settled in the warm, hidden corners. This calm, patient care is the slow, soft glue of the long owl marriage, a quiet daily ritual that gently keeps the warm bond between the two patient birds calm and steady through the long turning of many slow seasons. There is a deep, gentle peace in this small, soft act of slow, careful tending. In the calm, quiet way, the two patient creatures softly look after one another in the warm, dim light of an old shared evening together in this sleepy science journey. Many owls return to the same quiet nesting place year after year. Many owls return faithfully each spring to the very same quiet nesting place that they used the year before and the year before that, and very often in this calm, slow way for many long, slow, patient seasons in a row. A barn owl pair may use the same warm corner of an old wooden barn loft for 10 or 20 soft years on end, and a great horned owl pair may return to the same patient hollow tree for an entire long, calm lifetime. Slowly, the soft place becomes thick with the gentle history of the family, with the warm memories of many small, soft chicks raised in its peaceful shelter through many calm, soft springs. There is a deep, quiet wisdom in this slow, patient loyalty to one warm, small place, in the calm, soft way that the same gentle home may be used and loved by the same calm, careful family for very many slow years on end, deep within the soft, patient heart of one old, quiet wood. And from the soft devotion of owl pairs, our journey now turns to the quiet homes where their families begin. Owls almost never build their own nests from sticks and grass. Unlike many other birds who softly weave careful structures of twigs, soft grass, and warm down for their quiet nesting time, the patient owls of the world almost never build a real nest of their own. There is no slow gathering of small sticks, no patient weaving of soft straw, no quiet shaping of a careful round bowl in the soft fork of a high tree. Instead, owls quietly take their warm homes ready-made from the wider, gentle world around them, choosing soft places that other creatures have already shaped and softened with their slow, patient lives. This calm preference is one of the gentle, defining habits of the whole owl family across the world. A soft, slow shortcut that quietly leaves more time for hunting, for resting, and for the calm, patient business of raising small, soft chicks in the warm, dim light of a borrowed, quiet home in this sleep documentary. Many owls quietly settle into the empty nests of larger birds. One of the calm, soft, favorite habits of many owl species is to quietly settle into the empty nests of much larger birds who have already raised their own families and gently moved on with the slow turning of the season. The great horned owl of the Americas often takes over the wide stick nests built by red-tailed hawks, by ospreys, and by patient old crows, softly making them into a calm, warm cradle for the small, soft owl chicks of next spring. The slow, careful work of the original builders is gently honored by this calm reuse, the patient old nest given a soft second life as the warm home of a different, quiet family. There is a deep, gentle thrift in this calm, slow practice, in the soft, patient way that nothing in the wild old world is ever truly wasted, and in the calm, gentle sharing of warm homes between many, slow, careful generations of patient, wild creatures. Tree hollow owls find soft homes inside the slow, patient holes of old trees. Many smaller and middle-sized owls quietly choose to nest inside the soft, patient hollows of very old trees, slowly shaped over many calm years by gentle wind, slow, patient rain, and the careful tapping of woodpeckers. Tawny owls, screech owls, little owls, and many other forest species softly tuck themselves deep into these warm, dim cavities, where the calm female may quietly lay her small, soft eggs on the worn old wood of the patient tree's inner heart. Inside the warm, dim hollow, the slow, patient wood grain becomes a soft, round nursery for the gentle little chicks of the coming spring. There is a deep, quiet beauty in this calm, slow shelter, in the soft, patient gift of an old hollow tree to a small, careful family of warm, gentle birds, and in the calm, slow way that whole lives may quietly unfold within one calm, patient cavity in one old, quiet tree. The burrowing owl gently lives underground in the burrows of small mammals. Down on the wide, quiet grasslands of the Americas, the small, patient burrowing owl quietly chooses a very different kind of soft home, gently moving into the long underground tunnels first dug by prairie dogs, by ground squirrels, or by patient little tortoises. Inside the calm, cool dark of the warm earth chamber, the patient pair of owls will softly tidy up the small home, sometimes lining it with a quiet scattering of dry leaves, soft feathers, and even small pieces of dry mammal dung to gently keep beetles and ants nearby for easy snacks in the calm, dim warmth. Above the soft earth, one calm, patient adult will often stand quietly at the entrance, watching the slow turning of the warm grassland day with calm yellow eyes. There is a deep, quiet wisdom in this calm, soft choice. In the patient way, the small underground burrowing owl makes its calm home in the very heart of the gentle earth. Snowy owls quietly nest in soft hollows scraped into the open Arctic ground, far up on the wide, cold, quiet plains of the Arctic tundra, where there are no patient old trees to soften the sky, and no gentle hollows in deep wood to shelter a calm family. The snowy owl chooses a very different kind of soft, simple nest. The patient female quietly scrapes a small, shallow hollow into the soft, cold ground at the very top of a low, rounded ridge, where the wide, white land falls softly away on every side. And there she gently lays her small, round eggs upon the calm, bare earth. From this calm, patient, high place, both parent owls can quietly watch the wide, cold silence of the tundra rolling softly away to the soft, pale horizon, slowly catching sight of any patient creature that might quietly approach the small, bare nest. There is a deep, gentle calm in such a soft, quiet home, open to the slow turning of the wide, patient sky and the soft, endless light of the long Arctic summer day. And from the quiet homes of owls, our journey now turns to the soft eggs and tiny chicks within them. Owl eggs are softly round and almost perfectly white. The eggs of nearly every owl species are softly round, almost perfectly white, and slightly smaller than the eggs of many other birds of similar size. The pale color of the patient round eggs sets them gently apart from the calm speckled brown eggs of so many other woodland birds, and is thought to come from the slow, soft fact that owls almost always nest in dark, hidden places where careful colors of camouflage are not needed. Inside the warm, dim hollow of an old, quiet tree, or the calm, dark corner of a soft barn loft, no passing eye is likely to find the small round eggs anyway, and so the patient owl mother does not need to dress them in carefully painted shells. There is something gentle in this calm, soft simplicity, in the patient round shape of an owl egg, lying quietly in the warm, dim corner of an old wooden home, far from the bright world, waiting slowly through many calm, patient days for the small, soft life inside to begin. Most owl mothers lay between 2 and 7 small, soft eggs. The patient mother owl will quietly lay anywhere between 2 and 7 small, soft round eggs in a single calm clutch, with the exact gentle number depending softly on the species, on the age of the bird, and on the slow, patient state of the wider land that long, calm season. In a year of plenty, when small voles and mice fill the soft fields and quiet woods, an owl pair may raise an unusually large family of bright, fluffy chicks. In a leaner year, when food is harder to find, the calm, patient mother may lay only 2 or 3 quiet eggs, gently keeping the family small enough to be carefully fed through the long, slow weeks ahead. There is a deep, slow wisdom in this calm, patient match between the size of a family and the gentle giving of the wider land. An old, soft balance kept slowly by the wild world for very many millions of years, through the long, calm turning of countless quiet seasons. Owls quietly begin to sit on each egg the very moment it is laid. Unlike many other birds, who quietly wait until the whole calm clutch of eggs is fully laid before they begin to softly sit upon them, the patient mother owl gently begins to incubate each small round egg, the very moment it is gently placed in the soft, warm corner of the family nest. She will quietly settle her warm, soft body over the very first egg, even though several others are still to come over the next few slow, patient days. And she will keep them all softly warm with the gentle heat of her body for many calm, slow weeks. The watchful father will quietly bring her food during this long, patient time, leaving small, soft prey at the calm edge of the warm nest. There is a deep, gentle calm in this slow, patient sitting, in the careful, soft devotion of one warm body to a small, quiet, round future, hidden gently beneath its calm, patient feathers in the warm, dim shadows of the family home. This means owl chicks gently hatch a few days apart from one another. Because each small round egg is gently warmed from the very moment it is laid, the soft owl chicks within them quietly hatch a few patient days apart from one another, rather than all at the very same calm, slow time. This means the warm, dim nest will slowly fill with chicks of slightly different sizes, the eldest already fluffy and bright-eyed, when the youngest is still a soft, tiny newcomer to the warm world. The calm, patient mother and father softly feed each chick in turn, gently giving the largest pieces to the eldest and the smallest soft morsels to the tiniest little newcomer of the family. There is a deep, slow wisdom in this calm, patient pattern of staggered hatching, a soft, careful way of giving the wider, warm family a gentle chance of survival. No matter what the long, patient season may slowly bring along behind it through the wild world in the calm, slow turning of the year, the youngest owl chick is often the smallest and softest of the brood. The youngest little owl chick of the brood is often quietly the smallest and softest of the whole calm family, hatching last and being the last to grow into its full set of warm feathers. In good calm years, this gentle little youngest chick grows up softly alongside its older brothers and sisters, slowly catching up over the long, patient weeks of summer. In leaner, harder years, the small youngest chick may quietly become the gentle keeper of the family's slow, careful balance, sometimes not surviving long, but in this soft, sad way, quietly leaving more food for the older, patient chicks. The whole gentle pattern is one of the calm, soft truths of the wild, slow world, in which life is slowly held in delicate, patient balance, and in which every small, soft creature plays a quiet, careful part in the slow, long story of the family in the warm, dim corner of the nest, in this sleepy science journey. Let your eyes grow soft and a little heavier in this sleep documentary. There is nothing to remember from this night. Let the slow, quiet rhythm of the owl's wings carry you a little deeper into the warmth of the bed. Newly hatched owl chicks are covered in soft white down. When a small owl chick first quietly emerges from its soft, round, white egg, it is covered in a calm, thin layer of fluffy white down, soft as a small cloud and just warm enough to keep the tiny, patient body gently insulated against the cool, dim air of the warm wooden nest. The new chick is small, blind, and very quiet, weighing little more than a small chicken egg in the warm, careful palm of a gentle hand. For the first few calm, patient days of life, it can do little more than lift its small, soft head when food gently arrives, opening its tiny, round beak in a small, soft gesture of patient hunger. The warm, calm mother gently keeps it close beneath her own soft chest feathers, slowly sharing the warmth of her own quiet body with this small, new, soft life that has only just begun in the warm, dim light of the calm, patient family nest in this gentle facts to fall asleep to. Owl parents quietly feed their chicks small, soft pieces of prey. In the warm, dim light of the family nest, the patient owl parents quietly feed their soft new chicks tiny, careful pieces of prey, slowly tearing each calm small mouse, vole or shrew into very small bite-sized morsels with the gentle, careful tip of the beak. The calm, patient mother takes the lead in this slow, soft feeding work, while the watchful father quietly brings in fresh, small prey from the calm, wide hunting grounds of the wider, patient woods. Each tiny little chick gently lifts its small, soft head and opens its small, round beak, into which the patient mother places one small, careful piece of warm food at a time. There is a deep, gentle tenderness in this slow, soft feeding, in the patient way that the largest, soft creature of the family quietly offers herself in steady, patient service to the smallest, tender, little lives among the warm, dim shadows of the calm family nest. Owl chicks softly close their eyes for the first 10 days of life. For the very first calm, soft week or so of life, the small, patient owl chicks gently keep their wide, round eyes softly closed, slowly opening them only when they have grown a little stronger and a little more ready to begin to look at the warm, dim, wider world of the family nest. During this calm, patient time, the small, fluffy chicks live almost entirely by their soft, warm sense of touch and by the slow, gentle sound of the calm mother's voice, quietly turning their tiny, soft heads towards her. Each time she gently calls in the warm, dim light. When at last the small chicks softly open their wide, round eyes for the very first time, the warm, dim corner of the family nest must seem like a calm, patient cathedral of soft shadows, slowly waiting to be quietly explored over many slow, calm weeks of warm, shared light in this calm, sleepy Science Channel night beneath the patient old roof of the warm wooden home. The chicks slowly grow their adult feathers across many quiet weeks. Over the slow, patient weeks that follow, the small, soft owl chicks gently exchange their calm, white baby down for the slow, patient growth of their warm, proper adult feathers, in a slow, soft transformation that takes many quiet, calm weeks of patient growing. First, the long brown wing feathers begin to softly push their way through the calm white down, then the patient tail feathers, then the soft, gentle covering of the warm, round body, all in a slow, careful order, quietly written into the deep, patient code of the owl. By the end of the slow, soft summer, the small, fluffy chicks have grown into calm, patient young owls, dressed in the warm, gentle colors of their species, and almost ready to softly try their long, patient new wings against the calm air of the wider, warm world beyond the dim, warm walls of the small old nesting hollow, at last in this calm, sleepy science channel. Young owls leave the nest long before they can truly fly, in a soft, surprising habit. The young owls of many calm species gently leave the warm, dim nest long before they are truly able to fly with any confidence. Slowly clambering out one warm, calm evening to perch nearby in the patient branches of the old, quiet tree. Their wide, patient wings are not quite finished growing, and their soft, careful first attempts at flight are still many slow, calm weeks away in the warm, dim future. But the patient parents gently watch over them from somewhere close by, quietly feeding them through the calm, warm nights and softly keeping a slow, calm eye on the wider patient world all around. There is a deep, gentle wisdom in this calm, soft, early leaving of the warm nest. In the patient way that the small young owls slowly begin the long, careful work of finding their place in the wide, calm, patient world, far beyond the warm walls of their first quiet old wooden home. And from the soft early days of the owl chick, our journey now turns to the long, patient work of growing wings. Young owls clamber softly through nearby branches before flight. In the calm, soft weeks, just after the small young owls leave the dim, warm shelter of the family nest, they will quietly clamber softly through the gentle nearby branches of the patient old tree, slowly using their tiny, strong feet, their small, soft beaks, and even their not yet finished little wings to gently move from one calm, patient branch to the next. Their small, soft journeys may take them only a few patient meters at first, slowly carrying them in calm, small loops around the warm, dim home of their first quiet weeks of life. By gently practicing in this slow, careful way, the young patient owls quietly build up the warm, soft strength of their tiny new wing muscles, long before they are truly ready to take their patient first, careful flight into the wide, quiet calm of the evening sky beyond the warm, sheltering arms of the patient old wooden tree above the soft, sleeping land. In this sleep documentary, these branch-hopping young owls are called branchers. Patient ornithologists who quietly study the slow, soft growing of young owls have given these calm, clambering little birds a soft, gentle name of their very own, slowly calling them branchers, after the patient way that they softly move through the warm, calm branches of their first quiet weeks beyond the family nest. A small, fluffy brancher may quietly spend many slow, careful days in the warm shelter of one calm, patient tree, slowly hopping gently from one soft branch to another in the warm, dim light of an old wooded summer evening. Their patient parents continue to softly bring them small, careful pieces of food during this calm, slow time. There is something deeply tender in this small, soft word, in the calm, patient idea that even a small bird far too young to fly may still have a quiet, careful name of its own, gently woven into the soft, slow language of the careful, patient watchers of the wild world. Owl parents continue to softly feed their young for many weeks after they fledge. Even after the small young owls have at last softly grown their warm, patient flight feathers and have quietly taken their first careful little flights, the calm, watchful parents will continue to softly feed them for many slow, patient weeks afterwards in the warm, dim shelter of the wider, quiet woods. The young owls slowly follow their patient parents through the calm, dark trees, gently calling out softly with hungry little voices and waiting patiently for the small, careful gifts of food that quietly arrive in the warm, dim air. This long, calm, slow patience of owl parents is one of the gentle, defining habits of the family. A soft, careful generosity that gently helps each young owl to slowly grow into a confident, calm patient, hunter of its own deep, dark, soft, long, quiet, wide, patient, calm, gentle, wooded, shadowed, and very quiet, old, sleepy, soft, warm woods at last. Young owls slowly learn to fly with soft, clumsy first attempts. The calm, careful first attempts at flight by a small young owl are often soft, quietly clumsy and gently unsteady, with the small patient bird slowly gliding only a few short meters before softly landing in a small careful tumble onto a low patient branch or a soft pile of warm fallen leaves on the gentle floor of the wooded slope. Slowly, over many calm patient evenings of soft careful practice, the young owl learns the slow gentle balance of its long warm wings, the patient small adjustments of the tail, the soft careful choice of the right calm branch on which to gently land. Slowly, slowly, in the calm patient turning of many slow gentle days, the small soft young owl quietly becomes the calm, steady, silent, flying creature of the deep, dark, patient woods that it was always slowly going to be in the long, warm, soft fullness of patient time, in the calm, slow shelter of the wide, quiet world. By the end of summer, most young owls quietly leave to find their own home. By the gentle end of the long, warm, soft summer, when the patient leaves are slowly beginning to turn the first soft colors of the calm, slow autumn, most calm young owls will quietly leave the patient home territory of their first warm, soft year to slowly begin the long, careful work of finding their own quiet, patient corner of the wider, wide world. They may softly fly many slow, patient kilometers from the warm, calm tree of their birth, gently passing over fields, over slow, patient rivers, over old, quiet woods and small, calm, sleeping villages, slowly searching for a soft, empty patch of country in which to settle and slowly begin a calm life of their own in the warm, dim shelter of some other patient, old, quiet tree. There is a deep, slow, gentle wisdom in this calm, soft pattern. In the patient way, each new generation of owls slowly carries the long, quiet story of the family, softly outward into the wide, calm world. And from the soft first flights of young owls, our journey now turns to the long, gentle patience of the owl's life. Wild owls often live for 10 to 20 quiet years. In the calm, soft wild, most patient owls who survive the dangerous early years of small, fluffy childhood and slowly grow into calm, full adulthood will quietly live somewhere between 10 and 20 long, gentle years, slowly raising many small, quiet families of soft young chicks across the long, patient turning of many warm, slow, calm seasons. Smaller species, like the patient little screech owl, often live near the lower end of this slow, gentle range, while larger species, like the calm, patient great horned owl or the slow Eurasian eagle owl, may quietly live many years longer in the warm, calm, patient shelter of an old wooded valley. There is a deep, gentle calm in this slow, soft length of life, in the patient way that one calm, soft owl may quietly watch the same patient, old wooded country slowly change across the long, warm, calm turning of many slow, gentle years on end. Season after slow, patient season of the wider wooded land. The longest-lived wild owl on record reached almost 30 years of age. The very oldest wild owl ever quietly recorded by patient ornithologists was a slow, patient, great horned owl from the calm, wide forests of North America, who softly reached the gentle age of almost 30 long, calm years before slowly passing softly into the deep, slow quiet of the patient old woods. To picture such a slow, long, quiet life is to imagine very many slow, patient seasons of soft, quiet hunting, of calm, gentle chick raising in the warm, dim shelter of an old, patient hollow tree, and of countless calm, slow nights of soft, patient hooting beneath the slow turning patient stars. The slow, soft years of one such gentle, patient bird are like a long, calm, careful diary of the wider wooded world, slowly written night by quiet night across very many slow, calm, soft, patient seasons of the wild old, long, quiet, calm, peaceful wooded land beneath the patient stars of the wide turning sky. Owls in human care can live even longer in their soft, sheltered lives. In the calm, soft shelter of patient zoos, of careful wildlife sanctuaries and of gentle bird hospitals across the wider warm world, Owls quietly tend to live very much longer than their wild, calm cousins, slowly reaching ages that wild, patient birds almost never see in the calm, soft turning of the wider wooded world outside. Without the slow, careful pressures of constant nighttime hunting, of cold winter nights, and of patient long migrations, an owl in calm, careful human care may slowly live for 30, 40, even 50 long, gentle years in the warm, dim shelter of a quiet, careful enclosure. There is a deep, slow, gentle peace in this calm, soft, long, sheltered life. In the patient way that the small, calm body of a soft, quiet owl may quietly age softly forward into very many slow, patient, calm, gentle, peaceful, long, quiet, old, soft, long, old years of its own slow, gentle making. The oldest known captive owl gently passed 60 years of age. The very oldest captive owl ever softly recorded by patient, careful ornithologists was a calm, slow Eurasian eagle owl, who quietly lived in the calm, careful shelter of a patient European zoo for over 60 long, gentle, slow, patient years, gently passing softly into the deep, slow quiet of the calm, wider world, at a calm, patient, grand old age that very few wild birds ever softly reach. To gently picture such a slow, soft, very long, calm, patient life is to slowly remember that owls, in the soft, careful end, are slow, patient, careful, gentle creatures, quietly built for the slow, careful turning of many calm, soft, patient years, rather than for the fast, quick, noisy, small, short days of our busy, bright, modern human world out there. There is a deep, slow, gentle, soft peace in such a calm, long, slow, patient, sheltered life of slow, careful, soft, quiet, patient. Calm, sleepy, careful, old, gentle, long, quiet, patient, calm, careful days. Each year of an owl's life is woven softly from many quiet nights. Each calm, slow, patient year of an owl's long, quiet life is softly woven together from many slow, patient, quiet nights, each one gently filled with the soft, careful work of long, slow watching from a calm, patient, high branch, of quiet, patient flying low across the warm, dim shelter of a soft, sleeping field, of gentle, calm, hooting back and forth with a slow, patient mate across the deep, dark woods, across the slow, careful, calm turning of one calm, patient year. A single, small, quiet owl may quietly pass through several thousand soft, slow, gentle, patient nights, each one a small, calm, careful chapter in its long, warm, soft, patient life of slow, careful watching. To gently picture this calm, soft total is to feel that an owl's life is, in the very calm, soft, careful end, a slow, patient, calm, beautiful, long, gentle book of many thousand. Soft, quiet, calm, careful, sleepy, patient, gentle, wooded nights, all in this calm, sleepy science channel. And from the long, quiet life of the owl, our journey now turns to the soft places they share with our world. Owls quietly live in nearly every habitat on Earth. Across the wide, soft turning of the wider patient world, owls quietly make their calm, gentle homes in nearly every kind of warm or cool patient habitat that the long, slow Earth has to offer. They softly nest in deep, dark, old pine forests, in the warm, dim shelter of tropical jungles, in the calm, wide grasslands of distant, patient continents, in the cool, quiet hush of high mountain valleys, in the soft, golden quiet of warm, dry deserts, and in the calm, patient hush of frozen Arctic tundra, far from any small wooded village. The only places that owls have not yet softly reached are the very heart of the wide, cold Antarctic and the most remote islands of the deep open ocean. There is a deep, gentle wisdom in this calm, soft, world-spanning patience, in the slow, careful way that the calm, patient owl family has gently woven itself into almost every soft corner of the long, wide, gentle Earth. In this calm sleep documentary, the snowy owl softly hunts across the frozen tundra of the far north. Far up in the cold, quiet hush of the wide circumpolar world, the calm, patient snowy owl softly hunts across the long, open, frozen tundra of northern Canada, of Alaska, of Greenland, of northern Scandinavia, and of the patient cold north of Russia, gently following the slow, soft movements of small lemmings and ground-dwelling birds across the wide, white land. In the long, bright summers of the high Arctic, when the soft, pale sun barely sets at all, the snowy owl quietly hunts in the calm, soft daylight, and in the long, dark winters, it slowly drifts further south to gentler, patient lands. There is a deep, slow, gentle calm in this slow, soft, northern life, in the patient, quiet way that one calm, pale owl moves softly across one of the wildest and quietest of all the long, warm, calm, soft, careful, patient, slow, gentle, wild, patient corners of the wide, patient earth. The great grey owl haunts the deep, cold pine forests of the boreal world. In the slow, cold, patient pine forests of the deep, far north, where the warm, soft sound of one slow, patient breeze through tall, slow trees fills the calm, dim air for many quiet hours of the slow, long day. The calm, patient, great grey owl softly drifts above the deep snow on its huge, soft wings. With its calm, pale, round face and its long, slow, patient body, the great grey owl is one of the largest owls in the wider, patient world by gentle length, although much of its slow, soft size is gentle, warm fluff rather than calm, heavy bone. It softly hunts small voles deep beneath the calm, soft cover of the patient winter snow, slowly listening for the smallest, gentle rustle hidden far below. There is a deep, slow, gentle quiet in this calm, patient life. In the slow, soft, careful, patient way that one large, calm owl quietly haunts one of the great, deep, slow, soft, patient woods of the wider, warm, calm, patient earth. The elf owl quietly lives inside the holes of tall desert cactus, down in the warm, soft deserts of the southwestern United States and northern Mexico, where the long, patient saguaro cactus slowly rises like a tall green pillar above the warm, dry stones. The small, calm elf owl quietly makes its gentle home inside the soft, round holes, carved earlier by patient little woodpeckers, high up in the tall, calm cactus. Standing only about 14 centimeters tall, the patient elf owl is one of the very smallest owls in the entire wide, patient world, and it softly hunts insects, small lizards, and the occasional little scorpion in the calm, warm, starlit hush of the desert night. To gently picture this tiny, calm, patient owl peering softly out of a small round hole in a tall, slow, ancient cactus is to gently feel the calm, slow, patient wonder of one of the wider, warm, patient worlds, most quietly clever and most calm, soft, patient, little wild, gentle creatures. Many owls have quietly learned to live alongside us in towns and cities. In a calm, soft, and slowly growing pattern, very many owls of the wider patient world have quietly learned to live softly alongside us in our slow, noisy, patient towns and our wide, bright, modern cities. Tawny owls quietly raise their families in the calm, patient, old plane trees of London parks. Barn owls softly nest in the warm, dim shelter of suburban church towers. Little owls softly hunt insects on quiet garden walls. And burrowing owls calmly dig their patient little burrows on the soft, empty edges of patient airfields and large, quiet golf courses across the calm, patient, warm, wider world. To gently know that a soft, patient owl may quietly be sleeping somewhere very nearby, even in the soft, warm middle of a busy, patient, bright city, is to gently feel the calm, slow, careful kindness of the wider, quiet, wild world, reaching gently into our own slow, soft, patient lives. And as you settle a little deeper into the calm dark of this sleepy science channel, let the slow, quiet wings of the owl drift gently above you. There is nothing to do, nothing to know. Just rest, soft and warm, beneath the soft hush of the night. The barn owl is the most widely spread owl in the entire world. Of all the calm, patient owls in the wider, warm, patient world, the soft, pale, heart-faced barn owl is the most gently widespread, slowly making its calm, patient home on every warm and cool inhabited continent of the wider, patient Earth, except the cold, quiet hush of the far Antarctic. From the warm, calm pastures of southern England, to the wide, quiet plains of the patient Americas, to the slow, soft farmlands of warm, calm Australia, to the gentle, calm savannas of patient Africa, the small, pale, calm, patient barn owl softly drifts above the long, quiet grass of countless soft, sleeping, patient countries. Its calm, soft, heart-shaped face is one of the most quietly recognizable of all the wider, warm world's gentle creatures. There is a deep, gentle wonder in this calm, soft fact, in the patient way that one gentle, calm, pale, soft, small, wide, quiet owl has gently woven itself into the long, slow, patient story of so many sleeping nations. Barn owls have quietly shared old farms with people for many thousands of years. For very many slow, gentle thousands of patient years, the calm, pale, heart-faced barn owl has softly shared the warm, dim corners of old, quiet farms with the patient, slow people of the wider patient world, gently helping us by quietly hunting the small voles and patient mice that softly nibble at our calm, slow stored grain. The warm, dim shelter of an old wooden barn loft is one of the calm, patient barn owl's very favorite quiet nesting places, slowly chosen for its calm, soft warmth. Its calm, steady darkness and the patient, steady supply of small, soft prey that quietly gathers around the warm, calm grain stores of the soft, sleeping, patient farm. There is a deep, gentle calm in this slow, soft, very ancient patient partnership. In the calm, slow, patient way that one quiet, soft, gentle little wild creature has gently chosen to softly share its calm, patient, long, quiet, wild, calm, slow, gentle, sleepy life with us. Tawny owls often quietly raise their families in old garden trees. In the calm, patient gardens of countless slow, soft towns and quiet, warm villages across patient Britain, the rest of patient Europe, and other gentle, wooded, calm corners of the warm, patient northern world, the calm tawny owl softly raises its small, fluffy, patient families in the warm, dim shelter of the calm, patient old garden trees. The calm, slow, tawny pair often returns to the same gentle, patient old hollow tree for very many slow, patient years on end, slowly raising calm, small, fluffy chicks in the warm, dim shelter of the patient old garden, calmly hooting softly back and forth to one another across the calm, dark, slow, patient summer night. To gently hear the slow, soft hooting of a calm, patient tawny owl from your own slow, soft, patient garden in this sleep documentary is to gently feel the soft, careful kindness of the wider, patient, warm, wild world reaching softly into your own quiet evening. Little owls have softly lived with farmers across Europe since ancient times. The small, calm, patient little owl, slowly named by careful ancient patient peoples for its calm, soft, small size and slow, gentle, quiet ways, has softly shared the calm, patient, warm farmland of patient Europe and the slow Mediterranean countryside since at least the calm, patient days of slow, ancient Greece, of slow, ancient Rome, and of patient, old Egypt. Often gently seen by day on a slow, soft stone wall, on a calm, patient olive branch, or on the warm, dim, patient roof of a calm, soft, old country chapel, the calm, patient little owl is one of the most gently familiar of all the slow, soft, European calm, patient countryside birds. To slowly imagine this calm, patient little owl, quietly watching slow, patient generations of calm, slow, careful, patient farmers softly come and slowly go, is to gently feel the slow, soft, careful, long, calm, gentle, quiet patience of the wider, warm, wild world that softly surrounds our calm lives. Many gardeners gently welcome owls as kind, quiet neighbors. Across very many calm, patient, warm, modern, slow countries of the wider patient world, kind, slow, careful gardeners gently welcome the calm, patient owls of the local woods as soft, careful, kind, patient, quiet neighbors, slowly leaving small, dark patches of calm, patient garden wild and soft, slowly putting up patient little wooden owl boxes high up in the calm, soft branches of the patient old garden trees. By slowly choosing not to use harsh, strong poisons on small voles and slow, patient mice in their calm gardens, these calm, patient, kind people slowly help to gently keep the small, soft, patient owls of the local woods safe from harm. There is a deep, gentle, careful kindness in this calm, slow, soft, patient gardening. In the slow, soft, careful, patient way that one quiet, calm, careful, gentle, slow, patient, kind person may gently help one calm, soft, patient little owl to softly keep its slow, gentle, long, quiet, patient family safe. And from the soft owls of our gardens, our journey now turns to the long, quiet place owls have held in human stories. The ancient Greeks softly named the little owl after their goddess, Athena. In the calm, warm hush of slow, ancient Greece, very many slow, gentle thousands of patient years ago, the calm, thoughtful, patient people of slow, ancient Athens softly named the calm, patient little owl after their slow, careful goddess Athena, the slow, careful, wise, patient guardian of their bright, slow, sunlit city. The slow, careful image of the calm, patient little owl was even softly stamped onto the silver coins of slow, ancient Athens, slowly carrying the calm, patient little owl from the soft, warm olive groves of the slow Greek countryside into every patient marketplace of the slow, careful Mediterranean world. To gently picture this slow, soft, very ancient partnership between one careful, thoughtful, patient people and one calm, soft, little wild owl is to gently feel the slow, careful kindness with which the human heart has long quietly turned toward the owl as a symbol of slow, gentle wisdom in the warm world. Owls have been carved into stone for more than 30,000 years. In the calm, slow, patient hush of a soft little cave in the warm, patient hills of southern France called Chauvet, slow, careful, patient, archaeologists have softly found the gentle outline of an owl, carefully carved into the calm, patient stone of the cave wall over 30,000 long, slow, gentle, patient years ago, slowly painted there by some calm, slow, patient, prehistoric artist of the soft, warm Stone Age world. The gentle, calm, round face of this slow, patient stone owl is one of the very oldest, careful images of any wild, patient creature ever made by the calm, soft, patient hand of one slow, careful, gentle person, quietly suggesting that the long, calm, soft, patient relationship between us and the gentle owl reaches very far back into the slow, soft, patient, quiet past of our own warm, patient story. There is a deep, gentle wonder in this calm, slow, patient, soft, long, careful, patient bond. In many cultures, the owl has been a soft, quiet symbol of wisdom. In very many slow, careful, patient cultures of the wider, warm, patient world, from slow, ancient Greece to slow, careful, patient, old Britain, from soft, slow, patient, old Egypt to gentle, calm, patient, ancient India, the calm, patient owl has long been softly seen as a calm, careful, soft, quiet symbol of slow, gentle wisdom, of patient, careful, long thinking, and of the slow, careful, patient, knowing that quietly comes only with the slow, careful turning of many long, patient years. The calm, slow, soft, patient way that one gentle, calm owl quietly sits on its high, patient branch, slowly turning its calm, round, patient head, slowly watching the wide, calm world below with its calm, wide, round eyes, has long, softly suggested to the slow, careful, patient human heart the calm, soft, careful patience of the wise old teacher in the warm, dim shelter of the gentle, slow evening woods of every gentle corner of the wider, calm, slow, soft, sleeping world. In other traditions, the owl has been a gentle messenger of the night. In other, slow, careful, patient traditions of the wider, warm, patient world, however, the calm, patient owl has been quietly seen, not so much as a soft, patient symbol of slow, careful wisdom, but rather as a calm, slow, careful, gentle messenger of the long, patient hush of the night, slowly carrying soft, careful messages between the warm, calm, sleeping world of patient living things and the slow, careful, patient world of the calm, soft, sleeping ancestors. In some calm, warm cultures of the slow, patient Pacific, of patient Africa, and of the calm, slow, warm Americas, the calm, soft, patient appearance of one slow, careful, gentle owl has long been quietly understood as a slow, soft, careful sign that one of the slow, careful old ones has gently sent a calm, soft little message of slow, patient, careful, gentle love into the warm, calm hush of the slow, soft, sleeping land in this calm, sleepy science journey. Owls appear softly in the bedtime stories of nearly every continent. In the calm, soft, patient bedtime stories of nearly every warm, patient continent of the wider, patient sleeping world, the calm, patient owl quietly appears as a slow, careful, patient, gentle teacher, as a calm, soft, patient, careful guide, as a slow, careful, patient old friend, or as a calm, patient, quiet, wise companion to many a slow, careful, patient storytime hero on his or her slow, careful, patient, long, quiet, patient journey through the calm, soft, warm, dark, patient woods of the long, careful, old, patient story. From the calm old folk tales of slow, rural, patient Britain to the calm, soft old fables of slow, careful, ancient India, to the slow, careful old bedtime stories of slow, warm Africa, the calm, soft, patient owl quietly hoots softly through the calm, warm, dim pages of countless slow, careful, patient bedtime books, gently helping countless calm, soft children softly drift off into the warm, calm, long, quiet, sleeping night. And from the soft ancient stories of owls, our journey now turns to the quiet care that owls receive in our world today. Many owl species are now softly protected by international conservation laws. Many calm, patient owl species of the wider, warm, patient world are now softly protected by slow, careful, patient international conservation laws, including the Slow, Careful, Patient Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species, gently keeping calm, patient owls safe from the slow, careful, patient harm of careless patient hunting, of soft, patient illegal pet keeping, 2001, 2001, 20, 24, 2001, 21, and of the slow, patient destruction of their warm, patient, quiet, wild homes by the slow, patient march of the wider, warm, patient modern world. Calm, slow, careful conservation groups, slow, careful field biologists, and slow, patient, warm volunteer wildlife clubs across nearly every warm continent of the wider patient world quietly work together to softly tend the slow, careful, long, calm, soft, quiet futures of the calm, patient owls of the wider, warm world for the slow, soft, sleeping generations of patient, calm, gentle children yet to come. Wildlife groups quietly build wooden owl boxes to give them safe homes. In countless calm, patient, warm, modern, slow countries of the wider patient world, slow, patient, careful wildlife groups gently build small, soft, patient wooden boxes, often called calm patient owl boxes or soft patient nesting boxes, slowly putting them up high in the calm, patient, old trees of warm, patient farms, of slow, patient, quiet woodlands, and of calm, patient, wide gardens, to give the slow, careful, patient, calm, soft barn owls, the calm, patient little owls, and the slow, careful, patient, tawny owls of the calm, patient, nearby, quiet woods. A slow, soft, careful, patient, new, safe, quiet home in which to softly raise their calm, small, patient, soft, fluffy chicks. Across very many slow, careful years, this slow, careful, gentle work has slowly helped countless calm, patient owl pairs to softly continue raising calm, soft little families in lands where the warm, old, hollow trees of the wider, warm, sleeping countryside have grown rare. Volunteers across the world gently count owls each spring and autumn, each slow, patient, calm spring, and each calm, patient, soft autumn. Slow, patient, warm volunteers across nearly every calm, patient, warm, modern country of the wider patient world quietly head out into the slow, soft, patient, warm woods of their own. Calm, patient, local countryside to gently count the slow, careful, patient calls of the calm, patient, owls of the slow, careful, patient, nearby, wild, calm, soft, sleeping land. By calmly listening softly through the slow, careful, long, quiet hours of the warm evening, slowly noting the calm, gentle hoots of every slow, careful little tawny owl, of every calm, soft little barn owl, and of every slow, careful, calm little screech owl, these calm, patient, warm volunteers softly help slow, careful scientists to slowly track the calm, patient, soft, long, careful, slow, soft, sleeping, calm, patient, quiet futures of the calm owls of the slow, soft, sleeping, warm, patient land. Even small, dark patches of garden hedge can softly help local owls. Even the smallest, calm, patient, warm, dark patches of slow, careful, patient garden hedge, of soft, patient, long grass, of calm, patient, quiet, old, fallen leaves, and of slow, patient, warm, small, wild, calm, soft, sleeping flowers can quietly help the calm, patient little owls of the slow, careful, patient nearby. Wider, warm, patient world by softly providing slow, careful, patient, warm, safe, quiet, calm, patient. Sleeping homes for the slow, patient, warm, small voles, the calm, patient, soft little mice, and the slow, careful, patient, small, soft sleeping insects, on which the calm, patient, warm little owls of the slow, careful, patient nearby. Calm, soft, sleeping land softly depend by gently keeping a small, soft corner of one calm, slow, careful, warm garden, softly wild, and soft, and slow, and quiet. You may quietly help one calm, soft little owl to gently keep its calm, patient, soft, long, careful, slow, soft, sleeping, warm, wild, family, safe from harm. To protect an owl is, in this sleep documentary's gentle way, to protect the long, soft hush of the night itself. To slowly protect a calm, patient owl is, in the slow, careful, patient, gentle way of this slow, soft, sleepy science journey, to softly protect the slow, careful, patient, long, soft hush of the calm, patient, warm, sleeping night itself. The calm, patient, soft, long, careful, slow, soft sleeping. Calm, patient, quiet hush in which the calm, patient owl quietly hunts, slowly raises its calm, patient, warm, soft, fluffy chicks, and softly hoots gently to its calm, patient, long, soft, sleeping mate from somewhere far across the calm, patient, warm, dark woods. As you softly drift now into the calm, long, warm, soft, slow, soft, sleeping, calm, quiet hush of your own warm bed, may the slow, careful, soft hooting of one calm, warm, soft little owl somewhere far across the warm, sleeping land softly carry you very gently down into the calm, long, warm, soft, slow, soft, sleeping, calm, quiet hush of a long, soft, careful sleep. And so, the long, hushed life of the owl begins to fade gently into the stillness of the night. From the silent shape of its soft wings, through the wide listening face and the patient watching eyes, into the long, quiet hunt across moonlit fields, and onward to the soft eggs, the chicks in their tree hollows, the long years of patient flight, and the old, gentle place owls hold in our oldest stories. This sleep documentary has carried us softly through the entire long arc of one of the most beautiful birds in the night sky. These have been gentle facts to fall asleep to, drawn from the soft science of one of the world's quietest creatures. If these gentle bedtime stories have helped your night feel a little softer, you are warmly invited to come back to Drowsy Discovery whenever the world feels too bright or too loud. Follow along quietly if you wish. Share this sleep documentary with anyone in need of slower nights, and there are always more sleepy science wonders waiting for the next quiet bedtime journey. Right now, as you lie here in the dark, somewhere out in the wider night, a single owl is opening, its soft, wide eyes lifting its silent feathered wings and gently leaving its perch to glide across the fields of the world. The long, quiet hush of its flight is moving softly through the night sky as you breathe slowly into the warm dark of your room. Let your eyes grow soft and heavy, and let them close if they wish. Let the rhythm of your breath become slow and steady, like the soft, patient wing beats of an owl gliding quietly through the dark. Let your shoulders settle. Let your jaw soften. Let your hands fall open against the bed, and let the long weight of the day slip gently away into the calm dark of the room around you. Tonight, as you rest, the owls of the world continue their slow, patient work. Out in the deep forests, tawny owls are softly calling to their mates. Snowy owls are gliding low across the white tundra. Barn owls are sweeping silently above old quiet fields. And somewhere a small chick is sleeping warmly in a hollow of a very old tree. You are a small, warm presence within this vast, breathing world of owls, peacefully resting among the wonders. Sleep well, sweet dreams. And may you carry with you the quiet knowledge that the soft hush of the night sky is full of patient wings, gently keeping watch over the long, sleeping body of the world. This has been Drowsy Discovery. Good night.